Here's your First Warn Weather Forecast First, sponsored by Anderson Collision Center. Visit driveanderson.com.
It's a beautiful afternoon across the state line. We're seeing plenty of sunshine, not only across most of the state line, but also specifically here out live at Rivet Stadium, getting ready for their Rockford Rivets home opener later today. Temperatures are beautiful for an activity like this, any outdoor activity really. Temperatures right now in the 80s for many of us, including 80 in Rockford, 81 in Rochelle, 80 in Sterling, 79 in Freeport, as well as in DeKalb. Clear skies continue when we look across the state line and really across most of the region as well. Only a little bit of upper level cloud blowing off of our next weather system, still situated well off to our south and to our west. That will bring us the increasing cloud cover overnight tonight, but temperatures will also remain fairly mild, only falling to the 60s. I'll let you know when this rain chance starts as we head into tomorrow morning, coming up in your most trusted forecast a little later.
Police investigate after a shooting at a Freeport home. Officials say an afternoon fight turned into nighttime gunfire.
Plus, April housing numbers for the area are now out. The report follows news that Rockford is the leading real estate market in the country.
And Rockford's inaugural Pride Parade's just a day away. A look at which roads will be closed for the downtown event.
Live from WTVO 17. This is Eyewitness News at 5.
Good evening, I'm Mimi Murphy.
And I'm David Greenberg. Freeport police search for a suspect in a driveway shooting.
The incident happened around 7 yesterday evening. Police responded to a home on Empire Street just west of Galena Avenue. A fight broke out at the home earlier in the day. Reports say a young man then returned to the house and shot at people in the driveway. The suspect then took off in a dark SUV. No injuries have been reported, only damage to a vehicle from the gunfire. The shooting is under investigation. No word yet on a suspect. If you have any information, contact Freeport PD or State Line Area Crime Stoppers.
Well, police arrest a Machesney Park woman after they say she stole, then crashed a vehicle in Byron. Erin Chapman faces several charges after she reportedly stole a Chevy truck while under the influence. She then crashed that truck into a guardrail on Route 2 in Byron. Chapman did walk away from the crash before police arrested her on foot. Both drugs and alcohol are said to have been in her system at the time. Chapman faces 3 felony charges as well as several citations.
Overnight, the Rockford Fire Department responded to an accidental fire at a hotel. The blaze happened around 1 a.m. at the La Quinta Inn on Walton Street next to the Walmart. Upon arriving, crews found fire and smoke coming from a section of the roof. They were able to put it out. There are no reported injuries and occupants were allowed to re-enter the building. Over $30,000 in damage has been reported. The fire was determined to be accidental.
Illinois lawmakers agree on the need to make changes to the state's prisoner review board, but it fails to pass a bill that makes that possible. The Assembly ran out of time trying to pass the budget instead. The bill was proposed in response to the deadly stabbing of 11-year-old Jaden Perkins. The man charged with the stabbing had been granted release from prison by the review board a day prior. This bill now requires victims to be notified and makes it easier to submit personal testimony. It is up for reconsideration during the fall veto session.
New numbers show the Rockford area housing market continues to see sales climb.
Yeah, the success now comes after the Wall Street Journal named the Forest City the #1 housing market in the nation. Our Blake Dietz spoke to a local realtor to learn more about what they're seeing. And Blake, what did he have to say?
Yeah, David, Mimi, the Rockford housing market has been hot for a while now, garnering attention as the top market in the country by the Wall Street Journal last month. Experts say that national attention has only grown the demand, with April home sales outpacing last year's by almost 20 properties. That's according to the Northwest Illinois Alliance of Realtors. A local agent tells me they've had to adjust their approach with potential buyers in response.
There's definitely not enough homes available right now. Spring going into summer is always the time where the most homes become available, and we're not able to keep up with the demand, right? I've got agents out here who are working with 15 buyers, right now, who are all competing in a similar price point or similar area.
I'll have the full story on the latest housing trends in the area coming up at 6. David.
All right, looking forward to it, Blake. Thank you. Well, the federal program that helped low-income families get onto the internet is officially history. The FCC will end the Affordable Connectivity Program June 1st. About 1 out of every 5 households got internet access through the program, which provided monthly credits on internet bills. It ran out of funding this year after lawmakers failed to approve the money to extend it. The White House says some internet providers are voluntarily continuing their own internet plans pitched to low-income Americans.
Tomorrow, Rockford celebrates the LGBTQ community with its inaugural Pride Parade. This does mean there will be some road closures over the weekend. The city says the Pride Parade will follow the usual downtown parade route. Starting at 9 a.m., parts of 7th Street, East State, and Main will be closed. There will be detours and traffic control for those driving at the time. Rockford officials say parked cars along the route need to be moved by 10 a.m. or they will be towed. The parade steps off at 11. We've been following the creation of different creative murals in Rockford throughout the year. Community members are now able to celebrate all of it at the Creative Aid Music and Arts Festival. There'll be live music and art installation, Rockford's first drone show, and a whole lot more. That event just got underway. It runs until 10 tonight, and it will continue through the weekend. The latest on the aftermath of the verdict in the former president's hush money trial.
Up next, what comes as former President Trump now plans to run as president as a felon. And coming up at 6, the Illinois State Fair is just under 2 months away when you can get tickets to the annual summer event.
Our temperatures have warmed into the 80s today underneath plenty of sunshine. I'll let you know how much of a bigger change we are in store for tomorrow, though, coming up in just a few minutes.
Donald Trump is now the first former president to be convicted in a criminal case. The jury found him guilty on 34 counts.
A former president continues now to run for president as a felon. Morgan Norwin has the latest from New York.
Just one day after his historic felony conviction, former President Donald Trump sounding off, slamming the DA and the judge, while also downplaying the charges and conviction.
I paid a lawyer, totally legal. I paid a lawyer a legal expense.
Trump also taking aim at Michael Cohen, his former attorney and fixer who testified for the prosecution. He didn't name Cohen outright, instead hurling insults, despite the active gag order barring him from talking about witnesses in the case.
Now, I'm not allowed to use his name because of the gag order. But you know, he's a sleazebag. Everybody knows that.
In the final stretch of the trial, Michael Cohen testified that Trump directed him to pay off adult film actress Stormy Daniels to keep quiet about a sexual encounter with Trump, which Trump denies. All of this so voters wouldn't find out ahead of the 2016 election. Cohen, in his first remarks following Trump's conviction, praising the verdict.
So this has been a long time coming for accountability.
Jurors heard hours of testimony from 22 witnesses after roughly 10 hours of deliberations over the course of 2 days. The 12-person panel of New Yorkers returning a stunning, unanimous guilty verdict on 34 counts of falsifying business records. President Biden, who has largely refrained from commenting on the case during trial, speaking out about the verdict for the first time.
The American principle that no one is above the law was reaffirmed. It's irresponsible for anyone to say this was rigged just because they don't like the verdict. Our justice system has endured for nearly 250 years, and it literally is the cornerstone of America, our justice system. The justice system should be respected, and we should never allow anyone to tear it down. It's as simple as that.
And Trump says that his team plans to appeal the verdict. As for the sentencing, Trump will learn his fate on July 11th. That is just 4 days before the Republican National Convention. He could face penalties ranging from a fine or probation or even up to 4 years behind bars. I'm Morgan Norwood, ABC News, New York.
Well, a streak of beautiful days continues. Highs near 80 today.
It was really beautiful out there. After the break, Jordan brings us our weekend forecast live from Rivet Stadium.
Now, your First Warn weather forecast from meteorologist Jordan Wolf.
Well, it's a perfect day for a ball game. We're out here live doing just that at Rivet Stadium. Home opener just a couple of hours away. First pitch is right around 6:30. Gates open around 5:30. So if you aren't doing anything this evening and you want to have some baseball plans, this is a perfect opportunity to do so. You'll at least see me for a little bit while here before the game starts and before we have to head back to the station. But it is a picture-perfect day, really, to get out and enjoy anything. In particular, if you want to come down and hang out with the baseball game at Rivet Stadium, getting underway here not too much longer from now. But picture-perfect skies out there, as we see behind me, as well as in our SkyTrack cameras across the region. We'll take you there to the Poplar Grove Airport, our SkyTrack camera out there right now. Also showing crystal clear skies, and an airplane looking like it's just landing a moment ago through that crystal clear sky as well. We've had a little bit of an increase in upper level cloud cover that's still blowing off of the main wave still out to our west. We see that also when we look with satellite and radar. However, notice we are remaining precipitation free here, not only in the short term but also through much of the night tonight, as that increase in cloud cover has not been characterized with any precipitation just yet. That might change as we head into the overnight hours, though, as we start to see our next low pressure system working a bit closer to the region. In the meantime, high pressure has kept our skies clear for the last few days and is also keeping our skies mostly clear into the day today. Winds have shifted a bit as that high pressure moves a little bit further out of the region, now giving us temperatures into the 80s for many of us, as opposed to the mid 70s and low 70s where we were yesterday. Locally, our temperatures are right around that 80-degree mark, including 80 in Rockford, Rochelle, and Sterling, 81 in Savannah as well as in Janesville, 78 in DeKalb and Monroe, and 75 out in Freeport. Meanwhile, our dew points are sitting fairly dry, down in the 30s and 40s. That might be a player into when our precipitation starts as we get into the night tonight and early tomorrow morning. However, in the meantime, we are still seeing those temperatures that will start to fall a bit quicker into the night, especially once sunset hits. Notice that drop from around 7 to 9 p.m., almost 10-degree drop. As the sun sets, we lose out on that daytime energy, and dry air underneath initially clear skies will help our temperatures to fall a bit quicker early on. It slows down as cloud cover increases, though, through the night, giving us temperatures that fall back down into the upper 50s for those overnight lows. We warm, though, back as we head into tomorrow afternoon, but only into the 60s, as we will be seeing rain chances through much of the afternoon. 58 degrees is where we head for the overnight tonight underneath those increasing clouds. A bit of a milder night in store, as we will not fall to the 40s like we have for the last couple of nights in a row. Tomorrow, though, temperatures a bit on the cooler side, as I hinted toward our high, only 69 degrees. Rain showers through the early part of the day, eventually drying out as we head toward the late evening, but clouds may hang around a bit longer as well. We'll take you to Futurecast, and this is kind of the picture of what we're going to be seeing. Clouds increasing through the night tonight, bringing us our next rain chance, but it may not start for the rain until we get closer to mid or even late morning. That's because of the dry air we're still dealing with. Remember, our dew points still in the 40s and 30s, so that is quite a bit of dry air we have to work through before any of this rain necessarily reaches the ground. Some heavier rainfall rates, though, especially focused across the southeastern portion of the viewing area, will bring us that chance for rain that may persist into the later part of the afternoon. Once we get beyond 3-4 o'clock, rain does shift out of the region, mainly from our areas to northwest to southeast, with rain ending once we get beyond the late evening. Still holding on to some cloud cover, though, beyond that, and the chance for some patchy fog during the overnight hours, as we will see temperatures only falling back into the 50s once again. Total rainfall amounts for the overnight may end early tomorrow will bring us at least some areas that may get up around in half of an inch for many of us, but ranging from around a quarter of an inch to the northwest up over an inch to the southwest, where these heavier rainfall rates may persist a bit longer, closer to the proximity of the low. Our next chances for rain as we head beyond the weekend start as we head into Monday afternoon. That's along the passing of a cold front. A little bit of a drier day on Tuesday, but still a couple of chances for some isolated showers both Sunday and on Tuesday, and another rain chance as we head toward Wednesday and going into the early part of Wednesday afternoon. As we get into the rest of the week, our temperatures will be a little bit on the warmer side as well, still holding on to around 80 degrees once we get beyond Saturday. Then we're going to see our next rain chances moving in mainly on Monday and then again on Wednesday. But we are holding with those temperatures in the 80s through much of the week ahead until we get closer to the later part of the week, with that cold front cooling us back into the 70s.
Yeah, look at that big jump there, 69 to 81 on Sunday. Just got to get through some rain tomorrow, Jordan. Thanks.
All right, Scott's next with sports.
He's going to show us live from Rivet Stadium and fill us in on this year's team and the Rivet's new manager.
Now sports with Sports Director Scott Lever.
Oh, it is a great night for the Rivets home opener against the Battle Creek Battle Cats as the Rivets get set to start their 9th season here in Rockford playing ball in the Northwoods League. And just a refresher now, the Northwoods League is the summer league for college baseball players who need a spot to spend their summer months to sharpen their skills before they get back to school in the fall. And there have been some really good players who come through this league over the years and gone on to do big things in Major League Baseball, like Chris Sale, the former White Sox pitcher, and Max Scherzer, and current Mets slugger Pete Alonso. Perhaps we have a guy or two like that on this Rivets roster. Now, the Rivets are coming off one of their best seasons ever. Last year, their record was 45-27. This year, they're off to a 2-2 start after splitting their opening series in Kalamazoo. And they showed some pop at the plate during that series, hitting several home runs. New manager Will Oberg says this team should score runs.
I think we got a really talented group. I think we got a really good group. It's just it's tough starting out on the road, but getting these guys just to get comfortable with each other, get close, start playing together, and get used to playing with each other. And I liked what I saw in Kalamazoo. A little bit of pop out of the leadoff spot there with Z-Big, and then the big bats kind of in the middle with Shootman and Flaherty getting it done there for us with some big swings. It was fun to see.
How do you approach a summer team like this, where these guys, they're all trying to ramp back up for college next year? How do you approach it to bring out the best in them, yet also maybe provide some winning baseball here for the fans? Huh?
I think the biggest thing summer ball is these guys are all talented, and just getting them to be themselves, play loose, play hard is the biggest thing there. I think when guys are just being themselves out on the field and bringing some personality with them, that's when you get the best out of them.
It's your first year as the manager. You got a year under your belt here last year. How excited are you to kind of take over the reins here?
I'm excited. I think it's a good challenge. Obviously, there's a lot to learn and a lot to get ahead of that way, but Vinny, our manager last year, has been awesome, kind of helped me along, show me the ropes and answering any questions I need. But yeah, I'm excited for the opportunity to lead these guys this year. It should be fun.
And tonight's game will start at 6:35. Tomorrow night, the Rivets again will host the Battle Cats, and then Sunday night and Monday night, the Rochester Honkers of Minnesota will be in here for 2 more home games. At Wrigley Field this afternoon, the Cubs lost to the Reds by a run, 5-4. Ian Happ homered and drove in 3 runs, but that's now 8 losses in their last 9 games for the Cubs. Tonight, the White Sox will face the Brewers in Milwaukee. That's sports from Rivet Stadium. We'll be right back.
As we've been mentioning, it is a beautiful day for a ball game out here. We're at Rivet Stadium. First pitch is still more than an hour away, so if you are interested in coming and joining the ball game, there's probably going to be still tickets available. Opening night for the Rockford Rivet, so come on down and join us. We'll be out here throughout the 6 o'clock news as well, so you can come out and hang out for a little bit and join us for a beautiful night of baseball. Our temperatures are in the 80s, and it is just a gorgeous evening, and that's going to continue to be the trend as we are holding on to clear skies. That's what we see on the First Warn interactive radar from Rockford Glass and More. Those clear skies really continuing as we head through most of the evening tonight and much of the day tomorrow. However, we do see, or at least the night tonight, our temperatures though will only fall to the low 60s and upper 50s overnight. Our next rain chance moving in overnight into the early hours of tomorrow morning. Rain moving out by the time we get to the afternoon, but still a much cooler afternoon, only warming back up to around 70 degrees for the afternoon high. We are warmer than in the 80s as we head through much of the week ahead, with additional rain chances possible for Monday and especially there on Wednesday.
Looks like a beautiful night for baseball, like you said, Jordan. Thanks so much for that.
It certainly does. World News Tonight's up next. We'll be back here at 6.